Good morning and welcome to White River Buddhist Temple for our special Gotaya service. It's the birth of Shinran. Shinran is said to have been born on the first day of the fourth lunar month in 1173 during the Meiji period. This date was converted to May 21st of the Western calendar. He was born in an area southeast of the capital city of Kyoto in a place called Hino and named Matsuwaka Maru. Today we will have do chanting of Sambujo on page 22, followed by sutra chanting Nembutsu Wasan on page 44.
Can I have everyone please put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in reverence as we say Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Namo. We are together here at the White River Buddhist Temple to celebrate the 850th birthday of our founder, Shinran Shonin, who was born on May 21st, 1173, in the village of Hino near Kyoto. At the age of 9, he entered the priesthood at Mount Hiei and studied there until the age of 29. Upon leaving Mount Hiei in search of the Bodhi, he encountered the Nembutsu teaching of Honen Shonin in Kyoto. Thereafter, Shinran Shonin shared the Nembutsu teachings of the primal vow of Amida Buddha to all people. It is due to the birth of the Shonin that we are able to receive the teaching that enables us to transcend the realm of birth and death. As fellow friends and followers in the Buddha Dharma, we vow to walk the great way of indebtedness and gratitude.
女国一切の右舷に触りなし小歌くか
Can I have us all once more, please put our hands together in Gasho, bow your head in reverence as we say Nam Myoho Butsu. 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 Nam Myoho Butsu.
Okay, now we will have Oshoko by temple representatives, Adult Buddhist Association. Buddhist Women's Association. And Temple Board of Trustees. And for those of you who are able to, please rise for the Gatha Texture of Life on page 178. Please remain standing for the three treasures on page 3. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in a life of harmony, in the spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, namanda. You may be seated. Now we will have our Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I have everyone please put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in reverence as I read these words by Shinan Choni. How joyous I am, Gutoku Shinan, disciple of Shakyamuni. Here I rejoice in what I have heard and extol what I have attained. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namo. Well, hello everyone. And I hope you realize that today is a very special day. I am wearing my new robes that just came in the mail earlier this month. We ordered them last year, and they said there were so many orders because this year is a very special year, because today is the 850th birthday or anniversary of Shinan Choni's birthday, exactly to the date. And so a lot of ministers, even Japan, were ordering the robes. So we only got this month when we ordered it like December or November last night. So yeah. And also another fun trivia for you all. I pointed out to my husband, Reverend Koyama, yesterday, we got the same color because this is our rank. And I pointed out to him, you know what? Every special service we get to wear Dodgers blue. And he's a Giants fan, so he's like, no, we both really love, we love the color, we enjoy that we're able to wear these special colors for these special services. Because again, today is especially special because it's the 850th anniversary of Shinan Choni's birth. And today I actually quoted from Shinan Shonin himself. I quoted from the True Teaching, Practice, and Realization of the Pure Land Way, which is called the Kyogo Shinsho in short. And this is actually from the preface of the Kyogo Shinsho. This is the very last paragraph that Shinan Shonin writes. And I actually just took the first sentence and the last sentence of that paragraph. And it expresses how Shinan Shonin is so happy to have encountered these teachings, and how rare it is for him to have encountered these teachings, which have come all the way from India to China to Japan. And thus, I want to touch on this subject a bit because it is honestly true that we would not be here today if Shinan Shonin wasn't born, if Shinan Shonin did not become a Buddhist priest, if Shinan Shonin didn't meet Honen Shonin, his teacher. And honestly, we wouldn't have Jodo Shinshu if Shinan Shonin was not exiled to Echigo, which is now Niigata Prefecture. Because all of these events happened, we are able to come here together in America, in a different country, to hear these teachings. How wonderful and joyous is it that we are able to encounter these teachings? Now, Shinan Shonin's, I won't go all the way through Shinan Shonin's history, but I imagine how important it was, at least for Shinan Shonin, to go into the ministry. Because at least, I don't know about many people's conceptions about royalty, or nobility, I should say, Shinan Shonin actually was born in noble class, probably on the lower end of the noble class, but he was born as I believe it's a court person's, his father was a member of the court in Japan, I believe. And so the fact that Shinon Shonin ended up going to the priesthood at 9 years old is amazing, and amazing that such a thing happened. Though it is true that historically, many royal or noble families did this to help preserve their lines, because during that time, of course, there was a lot of, in a way, figuratively and literally backstabbing going on in the courts. And so, in order to keep their family alive sometimes, they actually put their sons into the ministry. They took them to temples, and in this case, I believe Shinon Chonin, people could correct me if I'm wrong, went to Shorein, which is in Kyoto, which is a Tendai temple. Because again, at that time, Jodo Shinshu was not available. Honen Shonin, his teacher, did not actively practice during that time. And so Tendai Buddhism was one of the temples that was close to his family. And so he was brought there and became inducted, ordained in the Tendai tradition. But this is in itself amazing, because how Japanese structure at that time was that you could not touch a monk, you could not touch someone of the priesthood. And this was the only way that Shinon Shonin was able to survive. It was not that his mother passed away shortly before he went into priesthood. It wasn't that his father didn't care for him. It was that he knew that this was a path for him. And so he graciously wanted to become a monk. And I don't know what would have happened if he did not have that feeling for the Dharma itself, for the teachings of the Buddha. And so we are really, really happy to encounter not only Shinon Shonin's teachings, but Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings. On this day, in this place, far, far from the origin of where it all started. How wondrous we are able to encounter this. How joyous that we are able to encounter these teachings. And Shinon Shonin, within every single part of his work, shows this gratitude to these teachings, and how Shakyamuni Buddha points us to Amida Buddha, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite life. This Buddha of immeasurable and infinite wisdom and compassion. I apologize that I have to cut it here short, but I see people nodding. No. So in closing, can we please put our hands together in Gasho to the miraculous teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha, of Amida Buddha, and of Shinon Shonin. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Yes. Oh, I get a model? It's been a while since I modeled. There's a reason why. Sorry, I know. I do have to say it's pretty hot in this.
Thank you, Reverend Cindy, for your Dharma message and for modeling your new robe. It is very nice. Let's see, if everybody who can, please rise for Gatha Ondok Santu on page 153, and then remain standing for the reading of the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu. Now, if you'll turn to page 8 and read along with me the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's task in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. You may be seated. Now, we will have introduction of new members who have joined since the pandemic. So, Kendall.
Good morning. I don't have any fancy speech written for this, so we're just going to do it on the fly, right, Reverend Cindy? Yes, exactly. Awesome. Okay, so today we are recognizing those individuals and families that have joined the temple since the beginning of the pandemic in 2019. And so I have a list of 7 individuals. Not all 7, I don't think, are here, but we're just going to go in alphabetical order. I don't think Melissa, but maybe if they are not here, maybe we can just give them a nice round of applause. How does that sound? Okay. So I have first on my list Melissa Siders, who I don't think is here, but Melissa, if you're watching at home, let's give her a round of applause. And then the other 2 that I don't think are here are Brad and Susie Dong. I don't think they're here, but let's also give them a round of applause. Okay. And then, so when I call your name, if you can come up, and Reverend Cindy has some nice gifts to give you. I think Amanta Shikisho, as well as Owen Nenju from BCA headquarters. So, a nice kind of parting gift. So our first new member on my list that I think, yes, is present is Annika Clicks. Annika, do you want to come on up? Can we give Annika a round of applause? And then Reverend Cindy, do you want to present it? Okay, if you could stay up, we're going to take a photo at the end. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we also have our newly minted minister assistant, Sarah Perot. Sarah, where are you? There you are, Sarah. Come on up. Excellent. And then next we have very newly have joined us at the parsonage very recently, but also a new member here, is Dave Weeble. Yamanaka. Valerie, let's give Valerie a round of applause. In the last couple of years, do we want to take a quick photo with them? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that why you kept them up here?
Yeah, let's take a quick photo. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for being a member here, and we look forward to your continued commitment to the temple. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and welcome to the new members. And some of you have been here for a few years, so you don't feel like new members, but we wanted to make sure we recognize you at that, and especially giving you our Temple Montoshiki Show, which is our centennial one, which is very special for White River. So again, thank you. Let's see. Do we have any guests, first-time visitors today? I don't think we do, right? Okay, now we'll have announcements. Also, everyone out in the foyer was the pink slip with the schedule of events for this coming week, and then some of the major events for the month of June.
Yeah, the ABA has 2 events coming up. We have the picnic on June 4th after service. It's going to be a potluck, so there's a sign-up sheet in the back hallway. So please sign up. The other thing is that we have a field trip scheduled for the, let's see, the Bonsai Museum and the Rhododendron Garden up in Federal Way. That's going to be June 14th. The first tour will start at 10:30, followed by the Rhododendron tour about 12 p.m. And there's a sign-up sheet there in the back. There's a $10 fee for the Rhododendron Gardens, and then that's it. Please sign up on the back sheet.
Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see that our activity sheet was full. In fact, so full I couldn't get my announcement in. Bainbridge Island has a Japanese American community, and they are going to be celebrating as part of July 4th a mini Obon demonstration. So they've invited White River people to come and join them. Come see me and I'll give you details on how to access the practice videos and when the practices are. Those will be in June. And the parade, of course, is on July 4th. When else would you have a July 4th parade? And there will be an in-person practice at Bainbridge on July 1st. So we can make arrangements for that too. But you don't have to come to the practice. They'll just be happy to see us. Thank you all very much.
I too am glad that this is back. But one thing that's more urgent that I wanted to just note is that we are selling flowers for Memorial Day. Announcement went on Thursday. I know it's short notice. Deadline is on Thursday. Okay, so if you would like to order flowers for Memorial Day services or and receive them on the Saturday before, deadline is on Thursday. You can order online, or if you need a paper copy, you can also see me and I can figure out something for you. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for all the announcements. This will close our service. If everybody would read along with me on your program, on the bottom we have our closing words, and I hope at some point we will all have these memorized. So, my life is not only my life, but also the life of others, sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you, everyone.